Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool dishwasher upper dish rack adjuster kit. It's going to be a very easy repair, and it's only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the adjuster housings, the covers, the release levers, the guides and screws, and the roller assemblies. The upper dish rack adjuster kit is what you use to adjust the upper dish rack. The main reason you'd be changing it out is if it's damaged and you can't adjust the dish rack up and down. In order to change the part, we have to open up the dishwasher door. Once you have the door open, we're going to pull the upper rack out. Then you want to pull both the rails out a little bit. Then we have to remove the end caps off each one. So we're going to press on the locking tab right here and then push it towards the center of the dishwasher. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. The other side comes off the same way. Now that we have the end caps off, we can pull the upper dish rack out. Now that we have the rack out, we're going to set it on the counter. You want to make sure you put a towel down so you don't damage anything. And then we have to take off both adjusters. First, we're going to remove the guides. There's one in the back and one in the front. We're going to take the front one off first. There's a little locking tab right here that you have to press on from the outside. We're just going to take a small flathead screwdriver, press on it, and lift up on the guide. And you have to make sure it comes off the rack right here. Then you can turn it, twist it, and pull it off and set it aside. The back one we just have to unsnap from the rack. And same thing, let it drop down so it comes off the roller guide assembly. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. Now in the middle of the adjuster, there's the locking tab that holds it onto the rack. It's just held in by a couple clips on the other side. We're just going to reach around with the small flathead screwdriver, press in on it to release them, pull it off and set it aside. Now we can remove the adjuster cover. There's a locking tab on each side. We're just going to use the flathead screwdriver to pry it out. Once you have them both out, you can just drop it down and release these two upper tabs and pull it off. Once you have the cover off, we're just going to lift up on the rack a little bit and pull the housing off. It's just held on by the tabs down there, and then the roller assembly. The one on the other side comes off the same way. Here's the old upper dish rack adjuster kit next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new adjuster kit on, we're going to count 2 spaces up from this cut right here. So we're 1, 2. Then we're going to put the roller assembly through that. And then we're going to grab the housing and push it on from the other side. You just want to line it up so it lines up with the cutout there of the roller assembly. And just push it down. There's a couple locking tabs at the bottom that'll hold it in place. Then we can put the release lever on. This is the only one that's specific for side, left or right. So you want to make sure it goes in there with the lever just like this on this side. And make sure that the fingers go up into those 2 little openings there in the top. Once you have it in place, you can see there's a couple cutouts on the upper part of the housing that are going to go there, and the lower part that are going to go on this bar. Just want to lift it up into place. Once you have it in place, we can grab the cover, and the cover has a little tab on the top that's going to go in the slot up here in the housing. And then we're just going to lower it down and lock it into place. There's a little release tab right there that's going to lock it right onto the rack. And we can use the Torx 15 driver to put the screws in that hold the cover on. For some reason they give you this little adapter. If you don't have a Torx 15 driver, you can use that. But we're just going to use the regular Torx 15 driver and put the screws in. Once you have the screws in, we can put the guides on. You just want to line it up so the locking tab is on the outside. It's going to go into that hole right there. And you want to make sure that these tabs are on the outside of the rack and these tabs are on the inside. So we're just going to feed it through, get it lined up and push it down and lock it in place. Once you have this one on, you can do the other one. Once you have this adjuster done, we can do the one on the other side. Now that we have everything put together, we can put the upper dish rack back in the dishwasher. To put it in, we're just going to line up the rollers with the rails and push it on. Once you have it in, you can push it in and pull the rails out so we can put the end caps on. To put the end caps on, you just want to line the little tabs up with the cutouts and push it into place. Once you have it started, you can just press on it and lock it in. The other side goes in the same way. Once you have the end caps on, you can push the upper rack back in, close the door, plug it back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.